Greetings, Luxe lovers. Welcome or welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. For those of you who saw my recent Hermes unboxing video, you'll know that I just added 2 more Hermes bracelets to my collection. And then once I started looking around, I realized I actually had a good amount of Hermes double tour bracelets to be able to put a collection together. So today I've pulled together my whole double tour collection and I'll do some show and tells and close-up mod shots for you. And then I'll unbox an unexpected item I picked up from Bulgari that also is related to today's theme. So let's get started. As you can see, I have all of my bracelets lined up on this little holder. This one's pretty tall, it's usually for necklaces, but I can also share the actual type of bracelet holder that I use to put all my pieces on. I'll link that below. First, I'll start with my Hermes Be Happy bracelet in Vert Cypress and rose gold hardware. And I will put this on, again, this is Vert Cypress on the outside with sesame on the underside, and this is a reversible bracelet. And I know I went at length into this in my previous video, so I'll keep this pretty short. But when I wear this, I do find that I use that middle hole. This is in the T1 size, which is great for my wrist, which is extremely small. And this is what it looks like with my other type of pieces. I have some gemstone little bracelets and I have my VCA hammer gold in the yellow gold bracelet. But I really love this one. It stays put. To me, it looks pretty edgy, and I'm, slowly getting used to all of these leather bracelets. I never was into it, of course, until it came in my favorite color, Vert Cypress. Next on my list is my Hermes Glennon double tour bracelet, and this is in the Vert Cypress and yellow gold hardware. And this kind of has the T-bar and loop closure, and it's very fast to put on. When I first got it, it was a very stiff leather, but I think in my recent other video about my six month review of Hermes items and Hermes purchases, I did talk about how much I love this bracelet, because if I'm feeling fidgety in like a meeting and I'm just listening to something and I want something to play with my hands, I do take this off and I kind of coil the leather around my fingers and I just play with it. And I think it really has started to break in the leather. So it's no longer stiff, and slowly I think it will relax. But I think it looks also quite nice with my stack here. And as you can see, because my wrist is so small, like everything really like goes almost to mid-arm. So that's the downside of some of these bracelets. And this is T1, so just so you know, if you have a very small wrist, again, T1 will go further down. Typically with gravity and everything, if I'm typing, it can move down. But that's what it looks like. Just know that the Glennon is a lot looser than the Be Happy in the T1 size. And taking it off, like I said, is very, very easy. This is my Mini Kelly double tour bracelet in Nata and yellow gold hardware. They do make a Kelly double tour size and it is a bit thicker, but for my smaller wrist, I did go with that Mini Kelly size, which just means it's a bit thinner. So here is what it looks like. It has the Kelly lock in the middle. And on the underside, here's where it has the stamps. And also, just so you know, this is T2. So I guess when I bought this maybe 3 years ago, they just didn't have the T1s in size. I will show you, maybe you can see this, that there is some wrinkling of the leather. So if I stretch it out the leather straight, you can see some wrinkling. But I think it's just because either it was created, yeah, see that? It's a little disconcerting, but I guess because the leather is supposed to be, curved in that double tour way, once I curve it, you'll see all of that wrinkling goes away. But, don't be scared. I thought maybe it was breaking or maybe it was quality issues, but I think that's just how it's made. I've really come to terms with it because, it hasn't materially impacted anything, but it's just something to know. And then one side goes like that, and then there is a top sangle, the one that has Hermes Paris stamped on it. So that one goes on the top, and then you close it. And so just like the regular Kelly bracelets. Hopefully you can see the Hermes stamping on the top. I never realized how like thick this bracelet could be. Or if you look at it from this side, there's like legit 3 levels of leather. It's like the bottom one with the lock, one sangle, and then the other sangle. So in terms of like amount of real estate that comes off of your wrist, it's probably like 3/4 of an inch from your skin up to the top of the lock. So if you're constantly like moving or passing people, I don't think it would catch on anything, but I do think it might hit things. But just know that it's like 3 levels of leather that are on this bracelet. It just stacks pretty high. But when you look at it like this, it's quite beautiful. And again, this is the Nata. Unfortunately, because of the way this is constructed, it's not reversible. And it goes quite well. Here's the color match to say what the Van Cleef yellow gold looks like. So here's that color comparison. And so the last of my leather bracelets is my mini Kelly double tour bracelet in noir and rose gold. And so here is what that looks like all tied up. Again, it has that same inner tan color. No one really sees that. Here, hopefully you can see this has the Hermes stamping on the front, so we know that this is the sangle that'll go on top. I don't even know if we call these sangles, but we're just so trained to. If I stretch this out, you'll also maybe see that the leather does wrinkle. But not as bad as the other one, I would say. And this one I will wear more in the winter months, whereas I usually will wear the Nata one in the summer. Again, this is the T2 size, so probably a little too big for me. But I must have just been so desperate to add them to my collection that I just went with whatever I had. So here is what that looks like. And this is the rose gold in Hermes. And this is the yellow gold Van Cleef hammered Alhambra. So you can compare that too. I don't know why, but I'm so drawn to that double tour look. I wear this Hermes sports watch all the time, and no one would ever know it's Hermes except for the signature orange. But what maybe a lot of people also don't know is that it comes with a double tour strap. So this is the sporty strap, but I have back here, I believe this is Barenia leather in the fauve color. These are the alternate straps that go onto the Hermes watch. So what I'll do, I mean, maybe you guys know, but there's 2 buttons back here that you push and the straps just slide off. So now it's just that piece. And then we have the Barenia piece that just slides on like that. And hear a click. And then the longer strap goes on the bottom. And so you'll just hear that click in there. And you can see that this is really patinaed really well. I thought I would be very precious with this, but like there are just some stains and some discoloration. It's still so beautiful because I'm not precious with my watches. And you just kind of double it up and then adjust the strap. Again, I'm like way towards the last holes. They give you 2 little strap loops. And then here's what the double tour looks like on me. You know, it's very cool. Here's all my, what they call complications on there. I can just flick it and you'll see it. It has this like other special Hermes watch face. Here's another one. So you can kind of mix and match the faces of your Hermes watch depending on what you're wearing. I'll go back to my normal one, which is pretty sporty. But again, I just really like this double tour look. And it just is very distinctive to the brand. I also just realized that with my necklaces, I also love doubling them up and having a longer necklace become shorter. So maybe it's just something I like about that doubled up look. I do think it makes everything look a little more opulent. And if you're enjoying yourself so far, I'd love for you to consider subscribing. I love pulling together these types of themed videos where it's a mixed bag of show and tell reviews, unboxings, and wish lists. So if you enjoy that too, I'd love to have you be part of our Luxe loving community. So now let's switch over to the unboxing. And like I said, this was really my Hermes double tour collection. I also have Bulgari Serpenti fever. So I went into my local boutique to inquire about some small silk bracelets that I saw online. And they didn't have the ones that I was after, but I was able to try on some other of the inventory that they had, more in like the leather accessories, non-fine jewelry category. And then I saw this piece and I had to bring it home. You'll see why. Bulgari is very well known for their kind of double tour and triple tour styles as well. So let's just get right into it. I love the Bulgari color, this like minky color. Here is the beautiful packaging, and I am so excited to be able to work with my local boutique and get to know them a little better and really develop that relationship. So here we go. We'll open it up. Here's the beautiful tissue paper. And it looks like it comes in a little pouch, so let's take a look. Ooh, this is cool. I don't think I've ever unboxed anything other than my sunglasses from this brand. And here we have my Serpenti double tour bracelet in their signature emerald green color. So this is so pretty. And as you can see, I am a sucker for that deep forest green color. What I'll actually do is I will grab my Vert Cypress and we can do a quick color comparison. So clearly Vert Cypress is a lot more of a deep green. This to me looks maybe more like a Vert Bus 4 if we were trying to compare it to the Hermes colorways. Yeah, Vert Bus 4 would probably be my best guess. And I also love Vert Bus 4. So this is how it works. It has these beautiful enamel little serpents on the underside. It looks like there's protective stickers, so I'll take this one off. Maybe someone took the other one off. And it's just, again, a short strap and a longer strap. So if I put that on, and then it looks like it's a simple peg closure. So you just find whichever hole goes into the peg, you snap it in place, and then there is also a leather loop to hold that loose end. And here we go. So then I turn it around, and I have my Serpenti double tour bracelet in the emerald green. This is so pretty. Okay, so here it is on the shortest setting. This is a little better, it is a little more snug, but it's so cute because these little Serpenti heads are just like touching. And then we have some yellow gold next to it to see what that looks like. And here's what the other side looks like. So here's the peg on the shortest hole, and here is that leather loop. When I first saw this bracelet, I actually thought it was this part that came apart, but no, it actually has this like other side closure. And if we give it a good shake, oh yeah, I can tell that those snakes might shake, but they're not, I don't think they're gonna twist around. The Glennon bracelet, that definitely twists around. But this looks solid enough that I think these little Serpenti heads will stay on top. This is just so cool. And this is all enamel, so it's not like stones or anything, but it's still quite beautiful. The enamel eyes do match the color of the emerald belt. I'll have to take a picture and I'll put it on Instagram, but I'll compare how these little Serpenti scales match to my Serpenti sunglasses that I bought for my 40th. So overall, super happy with this. It is a different type of shade of green, but I love it nonetheless. As you can see, I'm just keeping on adding to my collection of double tour leather bracelets. Who knew that would be a thing? Now, in terms of my wish list items, I feel like I'm pretty solid on my double tour wrap collection. Now, of course, if Hermes came out with a Vert Cypress version of the Ruli double tour bracelet, I would probably have to get that. And then for my fancy Hermes watch, I would definitely consider adding a double tour strap in another croc color. Maybe if they made it in a green. I do know that they have it in the Gris Pearl, but I already have my single strap in Gris Pearl. So if they did come out with a croc green double tour strap for that Cape Cod watch, I would definitely be interested in adding that to my collection. So thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end. I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more how I style these items in my day-to-day and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury curation playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!